Hey guys, Spidey Joe 9 here. I hope you are having a marvelous day. Have I got a treat for you? I got in my Beckett non-sports magazine today. And really for the first time, I feel like I'm looking at a Wizard magazine. Not quite to the level of Wizard because Wizard involved comic books, but because of the structure of the non-sport magazine. It's got top 10 hot list and it's got price guides, which I've been looking at the non-sport magazine for about 2 years now. And this is the first time that I recall seeing actual Marvel cards in the price guide with modern Marvel. Now, there's been some, but not to the level that I found today. So I just wanted to go through this, show you some of the stuff that's in the magazine, encourage you, if you like this kind of stuff, check it out. I have no affiliation with Beckett. They may not even want me to do this video, but I'm doing it for you because I enjoyed it too and I want you to know about it. So let's dive into this magazine. This is the most recent issue, which is the June-July issue of Beckett Non-Sports. And it's heavily Marvel this month, and that's not always the case. So that was a treat as well. So let's get into it. We're gonna look at what's in this magazine, the ads that are in it. We're gonna look at the top 10, and we're gonna look at the hot list, and we're gonna look at that price guide. What do they say the 2013 Flair Retro Spider-Man is worth? What do they say X-Men Metal Universe cards are worth? We are diving into that up next. All right, so here is the latest non-sport magazine update from Beckett. Right off the bat, we see there's Spider-Man on the cover. And there's Spider-Man Marvel cards ads here on the inside cover. What I love about this, it actually gives us images of Spider-Man cards that we have not seen yet. The sales sheet showed us the Spidey Platinum portrait, but now here in the Beckett magazine, we're getting to look at the Green Goblin Platinum portrait. And I gotta say, I like it. Also, we're getting a glimpse of the Daily Bugle. And oddly enough, the Spider-Man image here, I think it's the same one used for the Platinum portrait. But what I'm super excited about seeing is the precious metal gems, because this is our first glimpse of the color of the foiling going all the way down to the logo for both the high series and the low series. Here you can see that logo is green instead of gray, and now you can see that it's red instead of gray. Beautiful. In general, it's just really cool to see that Upper Deck is advertising this new release of Spider-Man Metal here in the Beckett Non-Sport magazine. So I mentioned earlier that this particular issue of Non-Sport does feature quite a bit of Marvel cards, which I was really happy to see. And also get a really cool article on the 2017 Flair Ultra Spider-Man. Bring the gems of a price. They do, yeah. Prices have been pretty strong, a little bit down right now, but still overall, when you look at the last 24 months, massive increase on the Marvel PMG market. Another cool feature about the non-sport magazine is that it does give you a list of upcoming releases. Doesn't really say much about Marvel because Upper Deck doesn't really ever give us firm release dates when it comes to Marvel products. It's also a really cool section that features a particular artist called Artist Remarks. And this one features Chris Meeks and his incredible work and gives some of his techniques and talents. And it's really kind of an interview format and does a good job showing off a particular artist, which, you know, without art, there's no Marvel cards. So it's really good to see. Now, the next section is really cool because it really brings me back to Wizard magazines, where we get a trending hot list of cards and sales here, and it's a vast array of non-sports, but does feature Marvel in the list. Now, this is the top 10, well, it's actually like top 20 list here. Top sales. Really surprised to see the Bart Simpson in number 1, but they did have a Spider-Man listed at number 2, so that's fun to see. And then lastly, we get to the Beckett price guide. And the first one I turn to here is Flair Ultra Spider-Man, to be able to see that modern set listed here with price guides just brings me all the way back to my childhood, back to the Wizard magazine, looking up prices for cards. And those prices have changed quite a bit. It's not $1 to $2.50 and $10. This is listing out, $200 and $1,000 and $4,000. Now, are their prices correct? I have no idea. I definitely have seen a lot higher sales prices. And if someone was using this to, quote, buy cards off of you, it would probably make for difficult negotiating. But again, it's still just really cool to see, especially from that nostalgic standpoint of looking for a price guide that was similar to what I was used to as a kid with Wizard magazine. So yeah, really cool. As promised in the beginning of the video, I wanted to show you some of the prices that they have listed for the X-Men Metal Universe cards that came out in 2021. And you can see the prices that they have listed here. And this one's kind of interesting because I thought of all the cards that I looked at in the price guides, that the X-Men Metal was probably the closest to what I'm used to seeing in various platforms of selling on Facebook groups and eBay and things of that nature. It was actually pretty close. Even with the Wolverine Green PMG, they had that one listed at $5,000 and the Deadpool at $4,000, which is probably about right. And here, like, they had the green Magneto at $1,200. But there were some that were definitely off, in my opinion. But when you compare that to the other sets that they had listed in the Beckett price guide, those were way, way off. And I'm going to show you that here shortly. But yeah, it was really cool to see a new release like X-Men Metal Universe listed in the Beckett price guide, and been able to look those up and then pair it with the cards that I own. Just really hit home. Again, driving home that nostalgic feeling from Wizard magazines. Now, before leaving this video, I had to show you what the price guide said for the 2013 Flair Marvel Retro Precious Metal Gems. It actually had the Spider-Man Blue listed for $3,000 to $6,000. That is insane that that's where they think that price is. And the sales have routinely said otherwise, but, I'm not saying it's worth significantly more than that, but to say it's only $6,000 just shows a lack of, some curating of these prices based on recent sales. Or maybe it's showing what Beckett thinks about those sales. I don't know. But either way, was fascinating to see that they think a blue Deadpool would sell for $4,000 and a blue Spider-Man green PMG from 2013 would sell for $6,000 at the highs. That's just crazy. But still fun to look. Okay, friends, that concludes this video, and I thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed reviewing this magazine and looking to see how Marvel is featured in it. Again, check out Non-Sports Updates. It's a magazine that comes out, I think, about every 2 months. I really enjoy it. As always, thank you for stopping by the channel, and I hope you have a marvelous day. Hey guys, just as a reminder, we're giving away a HasLab Sentinel, just like this one, when we reach 3,000 subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe. You get a chance to win this HasLab Sentinel, and you get to see more content like you did today. Really appreciate you. Have a marvelous day.